reading this book, right? And it's called Ragamuffin Gospel. And that's a crazy name, right? Well, this dude made a statement in that book. When I read it, it made me absolutely want to change the way that I live. It said this: in every encounter, we either give life or drain it. He said, there is no neutral exchange. Now here I was, the naive one. I thought all my whole day practically was just neutral exchanges. Like the dude that made my coffee this morning. I'm like, yeah, double latte, easy on the phone, homie. He made it and gave it to me. I thought that was just a neutral exchange. I was walking down the street today. A few of y'all walked by me on the sidewalk. I'm like, what's up? I just thought that was a neutral exchange. But when I read those words, I realized I want to use every word that comes out my mouth to speak life. With your arms crossed and your eyes rolled, and you find yourself saying stuff like, today I got to do this. Today I got to do that. That's one way you can choose to live. But I figured this thing out. There's a whole nother way. The nother way goes a little something like this. You find yourself out here on the edge of your seat, with your eyes open wide with wonder of what God is going to do with this day sitting in front of me. And then you find yourself saying stuff like, today I get to do this. Woo! Today I get to do that. Where you going to take me, Lord? Who are you going to run me into? Now look, everybody knows that the mamas out there work twice as hard as the daddies out there. I know for sure. Listen, my favorite scripture in the whole Bible is this right here. My favorite. Isaiah 43:19. It says, behold, I am doing a new thing. It's springing forth. Do you perceive it? Let me tell you, let me ask y'all some smart ladies out here. How are you going to perceive anything God is doing in the back of your chair with your arms crossed and your eyes rolled? Ladies, you got to get out of the edge of your seat. Open your eyes wide with wonder. And then you might find yourself singing something like this. Sing, open in my eyes, open in my eyes. Brand new possibilities. Say, open in my eyes, open in. I can promise that the sun is gonna rise. We'll wake up just a little bit stronger. So hold on just a little bit longer. 'Cause it don't matter where you come from. I know we can get through this. You got everything hasn't been that pretty for me. Matter of fact, it's been a valley that I'm still trying to overcome. See, for you that don't know, I lost my firstborn son just under 2 years ago. And a friend came up to me after and he said, Toby, sometimes when you go through something that tragic, when you face that kind of loss, he said, all you got sometimes is just to reach up and grab onto a promise of God and pull it down close to you. And just hold on to one promise. And I know I'm not the only one going through hard things up here. But he said, listen, sometimes when you grab a promise, and you draw it close. Sometimes maybe it's something you thought God promised, but maybe it wasn't a promise at all. You see, ladies, God didn't promise us that we wouldn't face loss. He didn't promise us that we wouldn't be walking through a pandemic, facing separation. He said, make sure when you reach up and grab onto that promise, it's something that God really promised us. And that is that He will never leave us or forsake us. That's all I've had. My family, my wife, that's all we've had. Is that we know God has never left us. You see, God might not always take away the cold, but He promises that He will be right there in it with us. Listen, I just want to take 1 second to thank you guys. I don't know all of you. I don't know barely any of you. But thank you for the love we felt during our tragedy. Thank you for the prayers. If you prayed for us, thank you. Thank you for the social media positive love that we felt. We felt absolutely surrounded by love through this tragedy. Thank you for the cards and letters that somehow or another made it to my house. And listen, some of you have said to me, Toby, you'll see him again. You'll see your son again. And listen, ladies, I believe that with all of my heart. I believe that. But the question is, why do I get to see my son again? Because his good outweighed his bad? No, it didn't. It didn't. He was my wild child. And my good doesn't outweigh my bad. There's only one reason I get to see my son again. Listen to me. This is it. This is the only reason. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. That's the only reason I get to see my son. See, the way I see it is God gave His firstborn son so that I can see my firstborn son again.